Hi guys, I'm Ryan Houston and welcome to my flight tying channel. If you haven't already done so, consider hitting the subscribe button down below. That'll keep you up to date with everything as I upload it. My channel already contains hundreds of videos covering a wide range of both patterns and techniques, from the basic to the more advanced. So without delay, let's get on with the show. Hi guys, so not a fly as such, but the start of one. What I'm going to do is show you another method of coating your jig hooks. So you can buy standard jig hooks, plain lead, or pour your own. In this case I've poured this one, but if you want it to look a little bit fancier, what you can do is coat it. So you can buy plastic sort of granules to do that, in which case you need to have a way of heating up the lead and making it to stick to it, and it can give you sort of variable results. So I'm going to show you a way of coating it in standard 5-minute epoxy, and we can colour it to whatever colour we want. So what I'm going to use is glitter. So I have here, this is like a gunmetal sort of a glitter, and I've got 2-part 5-minute epoxy. So whenever I'm mixing epoxies, I tend to use these little tear off pads. You just pull it off, clean surface to start again with, and it doesn't tend to seep through too much. So if we take a bit of our epoxy and put it out on the page, don't need a huge pile, but usually I'd have several jigs ready, and then I'll coat them until my epoxy's done essentially. So we have our 2 blobs out on here, and then what I'd do is I'd mix it together. So you go round and round and round and round. It'll start to turn sort of like a milky colour. You need to make sure you get all the edges and everything done with it, otherwise you can get bits of your epoxy whenever you put it on that tend to stay sort of liquid or sticky. So once it starts to turn again, what we do is just coat the jig head in it. And if you keep turning it, it will sort of level itself out, and that's what we're sort of relying on here to get this finish. So what I do now is I'll put my little pad underneath this to catch any extra that goes down, but basically I'll just sprinkle the jig head with it, and because you do it while the epoxy's still wet, it'll sort of assume the surface tension of the epoxy and give you a nice clean finish. So what I do is I'll take that off then, and I'll put that into a rotary fly dryer, and you see that'll spin it round and round and round and stop it from sagging. So I'll set that over to the side, and then I'll take this one, and with what I have left I'll coat it. Now you have to sort of work quickly if you're going to do several, so that you don't end up with the epoxy going too thick and then not running, and then you'll get an uneven finish. As you can see, this one has already some of the glitter that fell through mixed in with it. So we'll just give it a little bit extra. And that's that one. So if
you don't have a rotary fly dryer, you can do them one at a time in your vise, especially if your vise is able to turn, and basically you just need to keep it sort of moving, or do it in your hand. And that will give you a nice finish on the heads. And as you can see, just gives you a little bit more accent, and as I said, we could have changed that to whatever colour that suits whatever jig fly, or if you're using soft lures as well, I suppose you can use it for that, but just allows you to give different accents to the jig head. So hopefully that's of some use to some people. So if you like what you've seen, give us a like, subscribe, tell your friends, and until next time, tight lines. Thanks for watching.